What's the craziest thing you've ever returned? It's 99.7 DJX.
There's a viral story about someone returning a Costco couch after using it for 2 years, and they took it.
Well, Costco's very, very lenient with what you can and cannot return.
Yes.
So, yeah.
That was amazing.
Sure. My mom, I was talking to her on the phone, and she told me about what she had returned. It's funny because Colleen, our listener, texted us and just said, I just yelled out, "Your Michael Graves toaster, LOL." You mean the one that's been sitting in my trunk of my car for 20 years?
Listen, I'm sure that thing still toasts.
Absolutely.
You made some quality things.
I don't even think Michael Graves is a brand anymore.
I don't think it is either, but we still possess a lot of their kitchen utensils and the whatnot. And at one point, I did have that Michael Graves toaster, and we have since moved on, though.
So my mom didn't like, apparently, a watermelon she bought, so she literally returned it. She cut it in half, took a bite, decided it tasted bad. It wasn't...
A cut and partially eaten watermelon they took back?
Gave her money back.
Get out!
I would have never in a million years thought that was even possible.
No, that's kind of the risk you take when you buy food.
When you buy produce.
And you eat it and you don't like it, you can't take it back.
I don't know. Well, I don't know if that's maybe that's just what we think. Maybe grocery stores will take back partially eaten produce that's not good. I don't know.
Now we need some grocery store people to chime in and let us know if this is fact or fiction.
Now, I remember going to the liquor store a long time ago, picking up a bottle of like Bailey's Irish whiskey, right? Before a trip that we were taking, brought it home. My wife was like, "No, we don't need that." And I was like, "Okay, well, I'll put it in the cabinet then. No, just take it back. We don't need it." I was like, okay. So I literally drive back.
My wife says we don't need it.
Like 15 minutes later, I know. I drive back and I'm like, I had to, in my mind, make up a reason as to why, because just I guess we don't want it. Wasn't an excuse in my brain that was, and I just said something like, I guess we already
returns.
I guess we already had one. And so,
there you go. Right.
And
we don't need a surplus.
Literally the guy behind the counter like looked at me confused, like maybe you don't get a whole lot of returns at a liquor store, right? Anyways. So what's
did
the
they
crazy?
Take it back?
Yeah, they did.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, see, there you go. Life hack.
So what's the craziest thing you have returned? Larry, the cabling guy, texted us and said, my wife returned a pair of shoes that our puppy had chewed up.
Oh.
She told the customer service rep they didn't fit. The customer service rep opened the box to look at the shoes.
Oh, God.
Saw they were chewed up.
Oh, no.
Closed the box and just gave my wife her money back. That's what
Get out.
She was
that
like,
worked? Because a lot of times if the bottom of the shoes look dirty at all, they won't take them back.
I'm sure the customer service rep was just like, not paid enough. Yeah, go ahead, whatever. I mean, one of those things where I remember my sister used to work at a like a furniture type store. I don't even think this place exists anymore. It was like, it was Bombay. Is that around still?
I don't think it is.
Bombay Furniture.
I remember it.
Anyways, my sister used to work at Bombay, and that was one of those furniture places that would always be in the mall, right?
Right.
She would literally, they had a policy where, obviously you're not allowed to go after shoplifters, but she said she would literally see a person come in, take something out of the store, come back 10 minutes later
and try to return it. Could you deny them that?
I don't have the receipt. It was a gift.
Because you just took it 10 minutes ago and I watched you do that? Is that why you didn't have the receipt?
Craziest thing you've ever returned. Lisa, a very, very used underwear.
No.
She said, let's just say they didn't clean them before returning, and we destroyed it out afterwards. Oh, my gosh.
But they got their money back? Wow.
Craziest thing you've returned. Heather, oh, my gosh. She said, I didn't do this, but I work at Target. It has to be Walmart products. This guy kept bringing in Walmart name brands and insisting he bought them at Target.
It's like, sir, you didn't buy that.
Yeah, I know. And she's like, when asked for receipts, he'd show us a Walmart receipt.
See the Walmart at the top of the receipt? You didn't buy that
this
here.
is in the store.
We can't give you money for something you did not purchase here.
Heather said, when we pointed out it says Walmart on the receipt.
He said it shouldn't matter?
Right. After the fourth time, I think he figured it out. LOL. Oh, that is dumb.
You would probably have better luck if you go back to Walmart. Because they sold you this.
That is funny. That is funny. Oh, shoot.
There's some fun ones.
Yeah, craziest thing you've returned. A message from Dana. Got a duffel bag full of $300 worth of Cat and Jack clothes that the child had actually thrown up on. That hadn't been washed.
Come on now.
Oh, no.
Now, you can take those back at Target because you do buy Cat and Jack at Target.
Yeah.
But let's go ahead and launder those. Like, listen, these are too stinky. We can't wear these anymore.
All right.
Is it because of the puke? Maybe because of the puke.
But we have a couple more I want to get to, but hang out just a sec. Amanda is wild. She actually messaged in. She's like, I actually work at Costco. I'll tell you some stories.
Oh, okay.
All right. So we got that coming up and a few more. If you've got one, 502-795-1997. Craziest thing you've ever returned. Craziest thing you've returned or you've seen returned. Got some interesting stories about things and businesses that are just you're able to take stuff back at.
Paul, I was behind a guy who tried to return a used plunger. He had it wrapped in a plastic bag and was complaining about how it didn't work.
Wow. You want to run that under some water first, buddy?
Oh, dang it.
Misty texted in and said, watched a man bring in a Keurig to Target, still full of water in the container and coffee still in the pot.
What?
They took it.
Come on now.
Wow.
You can't, pour that out and maybe wipe it down? Seriously?
Dave returned a 3-pack of romaine lettuce to the store. He said he ate on one of them.
Ooh, it's a half-eaten lettuce?
Yep, but pulled the second one out and it had feathers in it.
Oh.
Didn't know I got chicken salad.
Okay, well,
LOL.
Yeah, that one, yes. You should get the money back for that one. Oh, wow.
Angela. Gosh. Angela said, craziest thing I returned was a cooked rack of baby back ribs. Put them in the slow cooker, left to run errands, came home hours later to a terrible stench. The meat was bad and didn't notice it until I cooked it.
Wow.
I couldn't eat ribs for quite some time after the smell.
We asked, did they take them back? And she said, I originally called about the issue, and they said I had to bring them there, so I did, and money was refunded.
Wow.
Well, I guess, a lot of those situations you wouldn't
bring
be
them
able
in.
to tell.
Yeah. Amanda, then, she says, I work at Costco. And, we were talking about how Costco has a pretty lenient return policy.
Yeah, there was a viral story about somebody returning a couch they had been using for 2.5 years, and they got their money back.
Yeah, Amanda said, I once saw a woman return an empty bottle of wine because it, quote, gave her a headache. We were like, honey, that's called a hangover.
That happens.
I drank it all at once.
Not defective wine, though.
I got the spins, and now I have a headache. It's
took
bad.
The entire bottle to figure that out,
right.
too.
And then she says, then another time a woman tried to return a 13-year-old fish after leaving it in her freezer and forgetting about it. She threatened to call corporate if she wasn't allowed to return it, so return it she did.
Oh,
LOL.
My gosh.
There you
go.
go.
My gosh.
Wow.
Okay, let me get this straight. You want us to give you money back for something you forgot about for 13 years?
Yep.
Because that's our fault.
Yep.
Okay, there you go. Here's your money.
Good stories. Thank you for that.